it turned out into a most awful fight where I felt quite ill for a couple of days, went to the doctor and was told I had been concussed.
Paul was the epitome of 70s glamour. But behind the scenes, there was a romance that captivated the public's imagination, her relationship with the one and only Sean Connery. The details of their romance remained a mystery. But in this video, Lynsey de Paul has finally revealed the truth about her romance with the legendary Sean Connery. Keep watching for more on why Lynsey de Paul would later regret her romance with Sean Connery. So let's dive in. If there was one memorable incident in her life, it would have been her relationship with Sean Connery. But it's not as rosy as you're imagining. Sean Connery, the suave and debonair James Bond, was no stranger to the spotlight. His charm and magnetism made him a heartthrob worldwide. But what was it that brought these two stars together? Lynsey and Sean met at a lavish Hollywood party. Sparks flew instantly. They were both at the height of their careers, and their connection was undeniable. However, the affair that Lynsey had with Sean Connery was something that she subsequently came to regret, and she stated that she was horrified after learning that Connery had made statements in interviews in which he hinted that it was okay to hit women. Lynsey de Paul has acknowledged to the Evening Standard that she and Connery had an affair that began in 1989. The affair is widely believed to have begun in 1989. When Connery asked de Paul for her phone number in front of his wife, she was at a party, according to de Paul, who informed the outlet that she was there. I didn't want to have an affair with him, and I tried to keep our relationship platonic, but he pursued me relentlessly, de Paul disclosed to the news organization. He wasn't my type at all because I'm not usually attracted to the macho type. Subsequently, she disclosed to the newspaper that the affair had continued for a number of months, and that it culminated with Connery ghosting her. However, the romance would come to an abrupt end. Connery promised de Paul that he would give her a call the next weekend after the two found themselves together for a passionate rendezvous on a certain weekend. At that point, she would never again get any communication from him. When de Paul reflected on the circumstances surrounding the relationship, she said, "I was a stupid girl to become involved with him. I do not believe that I was in love with him, rather, I was simply impressed by the undivided attention that he gave me." Connery said that it was all right to hit a woman with an open-handed slap. De Paul said she subsequently went on to add, expressing her profound sorrow over the incident. "So if Connery is of the opinion that it is okay, then I am utterly repulsed by him." She went on to say, "When I was with Sean, I was unaware of his violent side. However, when I read that he said it was okay to hit a woman, I was quite horrified." There were 49 members of Parliament MPs who criticized him in the House of Commons at the time, and I couldn't believe that a man who I had affection for in the past could behave in such an irresponsible manner. This, along with her upbringing with a violent father, motivated her to campaign against domestic violence. And you're probably curious about her violent father, so please continue watching so we can tell you about it. But please support this story by liking this video. Don't forget to consider subscribing to the channel to follow more stories behind the glory of music. And now let's go back to de Paul's childhood to see what she had to go through. Lynsey de Paul, born Lynsey Monckton Rubin on June 11, 1948 in Southwark, London, England, was the daughter of Meta and Herbert Rubin, a property developer. Her parents were Jewish with Dutch, Austrian, and German roots. Lynsey grew up with one brother named John. From an early age, Lynsey showed a strong interest in music and began studying classical piano under a tutor from the Royal Academy of Music. She attended South Hampstead High School, where her musical talents continued to develop. Later, she enrolled at Hornsey College of Art, which is now part of Middlesex University. Despite her talents and academic pursuits, Lynsey's childhood and teenage years were marred by a tumultuous family life. She revealed that both she and her brother experienced physical abuse at the hands of their father. At the age of 19, Lynsey suffered a severe concussion that left her unconscious for 2 days following a violent altercation with her father. This incident was a turning point for Lynsey, and by the time she was 21, she decided to leave her comfortable family home. She moved into a modest 2-room flat above an Indian restaurant near her college, seeking independence and safety. Lynsey began her career as a commercial artist and album sleeve designer while simultaneously honing her songwriting skills. Her early work included co-writing songs such as Taking It Easy, Bring Yourself Back to Me, and ERIO, which were recorded by Jack Wilde. These initial successes caught the attention of industry professionals, and Lynsey was soon signed to ATV Kirshner Music Publishing. The company was located above Peter Robinson's store on Oxford Street, a central hub for emerging talent. At ATV Kirshner, Lynsey joined a team of professional songwriters including Barry Blue and Ron Roker. This environment provided her with the opportunity to collaborate and develop her craft further. Throughout the early 1970s, Lynsey's songwriting led to various songs being recorded by other artists. Her reputation grew as she became known for her keyboard skills, knack for writing catchy songs, and sultry looks. In 1972, she made her first significant impact on the UK charts as the co-writer, credited as L. Rubin, of the Fortunes' hit Storm in a Teacup. The song's success marked a breakthrough moment in her career. Around the same time, she achieved success in the Netherlands with On the Ride, a top 30 hit by the continental Uptight Band. Additionally, she found success in Australia with When You've Got to Go, recorded and released by Solomon King. Lynsey's journey from a young girl with a passion for music to a successful songwriter and artist was marked by resilience and determination. Her early life experiences, both the nurturing aspects and the challenges she faced, shaped her into the multifaceted artist she became. Despite the difficulties, Lynsey's talent and perseverance allowed her to carve out a significant place in the music industry. During this period, Lynsey co-wrote several notable songs that gained significant attention. One of these was Papa Do, released by Barry Green, which charted in France. Another was Crossword Puzzle, performed by Irish singer Dana on popular shows such as Top of the Pops and Saturday Variety. Crossword Puzzle also reached number 2 on the Bangkok Singles Chart. Both of these songs were later included on Lynsey's debut album, Surprise. The B-side to Papa Do, titled Boomerang, was recorded by the Young Generation and performed on their BBC show. A French version of the song was released by Jane and Julie. Additionally, Boomerang was recorded by Gina Washington and the Ram Jam Band, featuring on their albums in 1998 and 2016. Don Kirshner praised Lynsey in a 1972 Cashbox interview, stating, "We are looking for another Carole King. We think we found her in Lynsey Rubin." Despite her success as a songwriter, Lynsey was initially hesitant to perform her songs herself, though she had recorded demo versions. One of her notable compositions was Sugar Maine, which she originally wrote for Peter Noone. However, her then-boyfriend Dudley suggested she present a demo to Gordon Mills. Mills, impressed by her talent, encouraged her to record the song herself and release it on his Mom label. Following the Munich Olympics massacre, it was suggested that Lynsey use a less conspicuously Jewish name. She chose the name Lynsey de Paul, taking D from her mother's maiden name, de Groot, and Paul from her father's middle name. Under this new name, she released Sugar Maine as a single on Mom Records. The song quickly reached the UK top 10 and topped the charts in the Netherlands, Spain, and Belgium. Sugar Maine was distinctive for its piano counter melody, Hammond organ backing, violin solo, and unique whip crack sound. This single marked the beginning of Lynsey's prominence in the British charts and on television over the next 5 years. Lynsey's ability to craft catchy, memorable songs and her distinctive musical style made her a prominent figure in the music industry. Her transition from a behind-the-scenes songwriter to a performing artist showcased her versatility and talent. With her new identity as Lynsey de Paul, she continued to build on her success, making a lasting impact on the music scene of the 1970s. Following the success of Sugar Me, Lynsey de Paul released the follow-up single Getting a Drag, which reached the UK top 20 and became a hit in Germany. Her popularity soared, and she appeared on the first episode of the German music show Musikladen. In December 1972, where she performed her hits Sugar Me, Getting a Drag, and later Doctor from her debut album. Her remarkable talent and stage presence led to her being named the Best Female Artist of 1972 by Record Mirror, Female Performer of the Year by Radio Luxembourg, and the third Best Female Singer in the 1973 NME Music Poll. In March 1973, Lynsey released her debut album, Surprise, on the Mom label. Demonstrating her multifaceted abilities, she wrote or co-wrote all the songs on the album and produced the entire project herself. Despite initial setbacks with the single All Night, Lynsey quickly bounced back, returning to the UK top 20 with Won't Somebody Dance with Maine. This song also gained popularity in Ireland and the Netherlands. Her determination to have this single released paid off when she earned an Ivor Novello Award for the song, making her the first woman to receive this prestigious honor. The BBC's Ed Stewart contributed a spoken line in the song, which Lynsey performed on Top of the Pops. In addition to her solo work, Lynsey's talents extended to collaborating with other artists. She recorded backing vocals for Mott the Hoople's Roll Away the Stone and Alice, and suggested the stage name Ariel Bender for their guitarist Luther Grosvenor. She'd also provided backing vocals for Wizard's top 10 hit Rock and Roll Winter. Her versatility and willingness to collaborate made her a sought-after talent in the music industry. In 1974, Lynsey was voted top female singer in the Disc Readers Awards poll, further solidifying her status as a leading artist of the time. She continued to release successful singles, including Ooh I Do, which charted in the UK, Belgium, Netherlands, Brazil, and Japan. Her ability to craft catchy tunes and her distinct musical style resonated with audiences worldwide. Lynsey also co-wrote the TV theme Pilger for journalist John Pilger's documentary series, showcasing her versatility as a songwriter. Lynsey de Paul's rise to fame was marked by her resilience, talent, and innovative spirit. Her achievements not only reflect her musical prowess but also her pioneering role as a woman in the music industry. Another notable theme song co-written by Lynsey de Paul was Golden Day, which she penned with Barry Blue. This song, performed by Rain featuring Stephanie DeSykes, was used as the theme for the popular TV game show The Golden Shot. Lynsey's talent for crafting catchy and memorable tunes continued to earn her accolades, and in 1974, she won her second Ivor Novello Award for No. Honestly, this song not only served as the theme for the ITV comedy of the same name, but also became another UK top 10 hit. The B-side, Central Park Arrest, had previously been a top 30 hit for Thunder Thighs. Her success was further cemented with Won't Somebody Dance with Maine, which earned her the first Ivor Novello Award for a female songwriter. In 1975, Lynsey released her second album, Taste Me, Don't Waste Me, which she considered her favorite work. The album showcased her ability to blend pop sensibilities with intricate musical arrangements. She continued to chart hits, including My Man and Me, and wrote for other artists, producing 14 UK chart hits between 1972 and 1977. Additionally, she released the duet Happy Christmas to You from Maine with Barry Blue, adding a festive touch to her repertoire. Lynsey's third album, Love Bomb, was released in 1975 and included singles such as the title track and Sugar Shuffle. Her contributions to music were recognized in 1976, when she received the Variety Club of Great Britain's Woman of the Year Award for Music. However, despite these successes, Lynsey faced challenges, including management issues with Don Arden, which led to the shelving of her fourth album. Nevertheless, she continued to create impactful music. She recorded Because for the film All This in World War II, a song that charted internationally and showcased her ability to adapt her style to different genres and media. Her versatility as a songwriter was further demonstrated when she co-wrote Don't You Remember When for Dame Vera Lynn. Lynsey also performed on the BBC series A Divorce, and maintained a presence on high-profile TV shows and events, including a memorable performance playing Christmas carols with Elton John for Prince Charles. In 1977, Lynsey achieved another significant milestone in her career when Rock Bottom, a song she co-wrote with Mike Moran, was chosen as the UK's entry for the Eurovision Song Contest and released by Polydor. Lynsey made history as the first woman to perform her own composition at Eurovision, highlighting her pioneering role in the music industry. Despite being a favorite, the song Rock Bottom, which Lynsey de Paul performed with Mike Moran at the Eurovision Song Contest, finished second. However, it became a top 20 hit in multiple European countries, topping the charts in Switzerland. This experience showcased Lynsey's resilience and ability to adapt to the ever-changing music industry. Unfortunately, legal issues prevented her from signing with a new label that year. Undeterred, she continued to contribute significantly to the industry by joining the Council of the Songwriters Guild of Great Britain, further cementing her influence and commitment to supporting fellow songwriters. Lynsey's collaboration with Mike Moran continued to yield successful tracks. One notable hit was Let Your Body Go Downtown, performed by the Martin Ford Orchestra, which reached the UK Top 40. Additionally, her song Won't Somebody Dance with Maine found renewed success through covers by Bruce Johnston of the Beach Boys and Lena Zavarone. The song was featured in the film The Big Sleep and was performed on popular shows such as The Muppet Show and the new Mickey Mouse Club. In 1977, Lynsey released the single You Give Me Those Feelings and composed themes for TV shows like The Rag Trade and High Summer. Her songwriting prowess extended into the film industry, with her music appearing in several notable films, including The Big Sleep and The Long Good Friday. In 1979, Lynsey released the album Tigers and Fireflies, produced by Rupert Holmes. This album included the singles Hollywood Romance and Tigers and Fireflies and featured a diverse array of musical styles. One standout track was a bluesy rendition of her hit My Man and Me, which highlighted Lynsey's versatility as both a songwriter and performer. In January 1991, Lynsey was elected to the British Academy of Songwriters, Composers and Authors Council alongside prominent musicians such as Midge Ure and Justin Hayward. This role underscored her ongoing dedication to the music community and her peers. She also made history by serving as the only woman on the judging panel for the UK's 1992 Song for Europe entry, demonstrating her influence and expertise in the industry. In 1992, Lynsey expanded her repertoire by releasing a self-defense video for women titled Taking Control. In this video, she starred as the presenter, demonstrating self-defense techniques and promoting personal safety. She also co-wrote and produced the video's theme song with Ian Lynn, showcasing her ability to blend practical advice with her musical talents. Lynsey de Paul's career was marked by adaptability, creativity, and an unwavering commitment to her craft. From her early success as a songwriter to her achievements as a performer, she left an indelible mark on the music industry. Her ability to create songs that were both commercially successful and artistically rich set her apart from her contemporaries. The self-defense video Lynsey de Paul released in 1992, Taking Control, received significant endorsement from Baron Mackenzie of Framwellgate. This endorsement led to the creation of an award-winning documentary titled Eve Fights Back, which won a Royal Television Society Award. Building on the success of the video, Lynsey co-wrote a book with Claire McCormick, titled Taking Control: Basic Mental and Physical Self-Defense for Women, published in 1993. This book aimed to empower women with practical self-defense techniques. Lynsey continued to be recognized for her contributions to music. In 1994, her compilation album Lynsey Sings was acknowledged by Rock Compact Disc magazine as one of the top 50 glam rock era albums. She made a musical comeback the same year with the release of her album Just a Little Time, which featured new recordings of her classic hits along with new songs. Lynsey also released the charity single There's No Place Like London in 1994, which featured numerous celebrities. In 1995, Lynsey co-wrote a children's album titled How Do You Do? I'm Marcus with Ian Lynn for Eurotunnel. She performed on the album under the pseudonym Michelle and Mala, showcasing her versatility and ability to engage with different audiences. That same year, she signed with Leah Song, and her song Take Back Your Heartache was recorded by Gerard Kenny. Lynsey's influence extended internationally. In 1996, Julianne Regan's Bandmice released Martian Man, a song originally written by Lynsey, and in 1997, Indonesian singer Yana Julio covered her song All I Am on his album Kutsinta. Lynsey's talents were not confined to music alone. In 1998, she created and hosted the TV series Women of Substance, which featured guests like Judy Finnegan and Diana Moran. The show highlighted the achievements of influential women, further emphasizing Lynsey's commitment to advocating for women's issues. Her appearance on the cover of Saga magazine in 1999 provided a platform to discuss her career, relationships, and advocacy for women's self-defense. Additionally, she served as a judge for the Sony Radio Awards in the same year, contributing her expertise to recognize excellence in radio broadcasting. In 2000, Lynsey de Paul attended the launch of Support for Africa 2000, a charity focused on HIV, AIDS, and malaria relief held at the Nigerian Embassy in London. The event was graced by notable guests such as Princess Katerina of Yugoslavia and tenor Russell Watson. Lynsey actively supported the charity and participated in various events to promote its cause. In 2002, Lynsey marked a significant cultural moment by attending Cosmopolitan's 30th anniversary celebration. Her song Dancing on a Saturday Night found renewed recognition when it was featured in the 2002 film Anita and Me and later in the TV program Monkey Dust in 2003. Her continued influence in the music industry was acknowledged in 2005 when she received a Gold Badge Award from BASCA for her substantial contributions. Lynsey's involvement with the Performing Rights Society began in 2006 when she joined its board. Her dedication to the organization and its mission was evident as she was re-elected for a second term in 2009. In addition to her board duties, she served as a trustee of the Members Benevolent Fund, supporting fellow musicians in need. Lynsey's talents extended beyond music. She was also a trained artist and cartoonist. In 2006, she created the Light Entertainment series for OK Magazine and the Woman to Woman series for She Magazine. Her artistic skills allowed her to connect with audiences in diverse and creative ways. In the same year, Lynsey shared her musical insights on a BBC Radio 2 episode of Sold on Song, where she discussed classic songs with notable musicians such as Gamble and Huff. Her deep knowledge and passion for music shone through in these discussions. In 2007, Lynsey briefly returned to acting, taking on the role of Sheila Larson in the first episode of Stephen Fry's drama series Kingdom. This marked a significant return to the screen for Lynsey, showcasing her versatility as a performer. She'd also appeared on BBC Breakfast, where she discussed the work of her friend Ronnie Hazelhurst, including his iconic conducting at the 1977 Eurovision Song Contest. On 10th April 2008, Lynsey de Paul participated in a celebrity edition of Channel 4's Come Dine With Me, where she made a memorable impression as the only vegetarian contestant but finished in last place. Her appearance showcased her willingness to engage in popular culture and entertainment beyond music. In March 2009, Lynsey was featured in a celebrity edition of Cash in the Attic, taking on the role of a temporary auctioneer. Her participation highlighted her versatility and ability to contribute to various television formats. In 2008, Lynsey's song Words Don't Mean a Thing was included in the digital album Songs from Peter Gabriel, KT Tunstall, and others, showcasing her enduring influence and recognition in the music industry. Lynsey's diverse interests also extended to literature and spirituality. In 2009, she wrote the foreword for the book Medium Rare, focusing on the spiritual medium Liam Scott. This engagement with spiritual themes underscored her intellectual curiosity and holistic approach to life. In 2009, Lynsey participated in an article commemorating the 60th anniversary of Dion and the Belmonts' Single Love Came to Me, reflecting on its emotional significance and enduring impact in popular music. In 2011, Lynsey further diversified her career by hosting her own show on Sky titled Lynsey's Love Songs. In this role, she curated and presented her favorite tracks, sharing her passion for music with audiences. Her involvement with vintage TV in early 2012 allowed Lynsey to continue exploring her love for music and songwriting. She interviewed prominent songwriters such as Gilbert O'Sullivan, Mike Batt, and Howard Jones, showcasing her deep knowledge and appreciation of music history. Lynsey's influence in the music industry was recognized when she appeared on BBC Radio 2's Good Morning Sunday on 29 April 2012. During the interview with Allard Jones, she discussed her life, career journey, and the inspirations behind her music, offering insights into her creative process and personal experiences. In May 2012, Lynsey attended the prestigious Ivor Novello Awards, further solidifying her status as a respected figure in the music community. That same year, she served as a UK jury member for the Eurovision Song Contest, contributing her expertise and perspective to the selection process. On 31st May, Lynsey de Paul was prominently featured in the BBO2 documentary The Radio Luxembourg Story, highlighting her significant contributions to broadcasting and music during her career. This documentary underscored her enduring influence on the airwaves and her impact on the music industry. Later, on 15 September 2012, Lynsey co-hosted the Mark Boland 35th Anniversary Charity Concert at the O2 Shepherd's Bush Empire alongside Noddy Holder. The event, which featured acclaimed artists like Mark Almond, Boy George, and Steve Harley, received glowing reviews for its stellar performances and charitable efforts. Lynsey's involvement as co-host demonstrated her ongoing commitment to supporting charitable causes and celebrating music. Shortly thereafter, Lynsey displayed her versatility as an actress by starring as Hedda Hopper in the play Hollywood Love, alongside Jeff Stewart. Her portrayal showcased her ability to bring historical characters to life on stage, adding another dimension to her artistic repertoire. From 2013 until her passing, Lynsey de Paul became a familiar voice on BBC Radio London 94.9 FM's Simon Lederman Show, where she regularly reviewed newspapers. This role allowed her to engage with current events and share her perspectives with listeners, further solidifying her presence in the media landscape. In March 2013, Lynsey oversaw the release of 2 double CD anthologies of her 1970s songs Sugar and Beyond and Into My Music. These compilations highlighted her prolific songwriting career and included personal favorites and notable hits from her repertoire. The release underscored Lynsey's dedication to preserving and celebrating her musical legacy. That same month, Lynsey appeared on BBC Radio 2's Tracks of My Years, where she selected and discussed her favorite songs. This program provided insights into the music that inspired her throughout her life and career, offering listeners a glimpse into her musical influences and tastes. In March 2014, Lynsey attended the PRS for Music event 100 Years of Music, joining other esteemed UK songwriters to celebrate a century of musical creativity and innovation. Her presence at the event highlighted her enduring influence and respect within the music community. One of Lynsey's final public appearances was as a trustee at the unveiling of the Spike Milligan statue in September 2014, where she participated in honoring the legendary comedian's legacy. In 2015, Lynsey de Paul was honored posthumously when PRS for Music established the annual Lynsey de Paul Prize for Emerging Female Singer-Songwriters. This prestigious award aimed to support and recognize talented female artists in the music industry. The inaugural winner was Emma McGrath, followed by Elsa Hewitt in 2016 and Jemayo in 2017. In 2018, the top bursary winner was Amala, who later received a Rising Star Award from Apple Music, further highlighting the impact of Lynsey's legacy on nurturing new talent. In March 2018, Lynsey was also honored by Women's Music News, being named one of the 65 most influential women in UK music. This recognition celebrated her enduring influence and contributions to the music scene, underscoring her role as a trailblazer for women in the industry. Lynsey's musical legacy continued to resonate globally. Her song Sugar Shuffle was featured on the album 76 in the Shade, which achieved considerable success by reaching number 23 on the Dutch charts in August 2020. And this achievement affirmed Lynsey's enduring popularity and the timeless appeal of her music among international audiences. On a personal note, Lynsey de Paul, standing just under 5 feet tall, led a private life that captured public interest. Throughout her life, she maintained relationships with notable figures from the entertainment industry and beyond, including Dudley Moore, Chaz Chandler, Roy Wood, Ringo Starr, James Coburn, Bill Kenwright, Dodi Fiad, George Best, Bernie Taupin, and David Frost. Lynsey received marriage proposals from Chandler and Coburn, reflecting the admiration and respect she garnered from those closest to her. George Best described Lynsey de Paul as fiercely independent in his autobiography, highlighting her strong-willed nature and charismatic presence. Additionally, Prince Charles was evidently quite taken with Lynsey. They first met at a charity dinner at the Ritz in Piccadilly, an encounter that seemed to leave a lasting impression on the prince. James Whittaker, in his book Settling Down, recounted that fellow guests at the event were captivated as Prince Charles grew increasingly friendly towards Lynsey, clearly charmed by her diminutive stature, striking looks, and bubbly personality. In a 1977 interview, Lynsey reflected on her personal life with characteristic candidness, stating, "I guess I'll never get married. My first love will always be music." This sentiment underscored her deep commitment to her craft and her independence. Throughout the end of the 1990s until the end of 2001, Lynsey paused her music career to care for her ailing mother, who had served as the company secretary for Lynsey de Paul Musical Ltd. Until her passing. Following Lynsey's death in 2014, her brother John, a consultant surveyor, assumed the role of the sole director of her music company, continuing to manage her legacy. Politically, Lynsey de Paul was known as a supporter of the Conservative Party. In 1983, she showcased her musical talents by composing and performing a jingle at the Conservative Conference. However, earlier in her career, she had been more closely associated with the Liberal Party, reflecting her evolving political views over the years. Sadly, on 1 October 2014, Lynsey de Paul suffered a brain hemorrhage at her home in Mill Hill, London, after experiencing severe headaches. Despite efforts at Barnet General Hospital, she passed away later that day, leaving behind a legacy that spanned music, art, and friendship. Her sudden death came as a shock to her family and friends. Lynsey's niece, Olivia Rubin, spoke of the unexpected loss, noting Lynsey's health-conscious lifestyle as a vegetarian who did not smoke or drink. The news reverberated through the entertainment industry, where Lynsey was revered not only for her musical achievements, but also for her versatility and creative spirit. Esther Ranson, a broadcaster and longtime friend, reflected on Lynsey's multifaceted talents, describing her as a Renaissance woman who excelled in singing, composing, and visual arts. Esther recalled Lynsey's generosity and warmth, highlighting her impact not just as a celebrity but as a supportive and cherished friend to many. Lynsey de Paul's artistic journey began with early successes in music and expanded to include significant contributions to television, art, and charitable endeavors. Her compositions, such as the theme for Hearts of Gold, resonated deeply with audiences, reflecting her ability to capture emotion and storytelling through music. Following her passing, Lynsey was laid to rest with a humanist funeral at Hendon Cemetery, where friends, family, and admirers gathered to bid farewell to a woman whose talent and spirit left an indelible mark on British culture. Her legacy lives on through her music, her art, and the memories shared by those fortunate enough to have known her personally and professionally. Lynsey de Paul's legacy continues to inspire new generations of artists and creators, ensuring that her contributions to the arts are remembered and celebrated for years to come. Her remarkable career, filled with unforgettable music and pioneering spirit, continues to inspire artists and fans alike. Now, though she is no longer with us, her legacy endures through her timeless songs and the barriers she broke for women in the music industry. What do you think about Lynsey de Paul's revelations? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating stories from the world of showbiz. And thank you for watching.